Rumpelstiltskin, a fable with a moral story set in the fairy tale city. Once upon a time, in the magical city of fairy tales, lived a young miller and his daughter. The miller boasted of his daughter's beauty and skill to the king, and the king, in his great vanity, thought he would test the miller's words. He asked the miller to spin a room full of straw into gold. The miller was aghast, not knowing how he could ever do such a thing. The king, not being one to be denied, threatened to imprison the miller and his daughter if they could not fulfill his wishes. The miller, desperate to save his daughter, sent her up to the room with the straw. When the young daughter was alone, a little man appeared, Rumpelstiltskin. He offered to help her, spinning the straw into gold for a price. For 3 nights, Rumpelstiltskin spun the straw into gold, until the king was pleased. For his reward, the king offered Rumpelstiltskin a night to name his own price. The little man agreed, and when the night came, he asked for the miller's daughter's firstborn child. Horrified, the miller's daughter begged the king for help, and the king realized he had been tricked. The king set a challenge for Rumpelstiltskin. He must guess the miller's daughter's name. If he guessed correctly, he would take the child. If he failed, then he must set the family free. Each night, Rumpelstiltskin guessed a name, but each time he was wrong. On the 3rd night, the king's daughter offered the miller's daughter a piece of advice: give Rumpelstiltskin a hard name to guess. The miller's daughter followed the advice and called herself Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin was enraged to hear his own name and stomped away, vowing never to return. The miller and his daughter were free, and with the help of the king, were able to live happily ever after. This fable teaches us that trickery is not the answer. We should rely on our own wits and strength to solve our problems, rather than rely on the help of others.